If you had one shot, one opportunity, it's everything you ever wanted, one moment, did you capture it? Let's play. Yo.
That's it, guys. This is the last opportunity. You win and you go to the next round, lose and you are out until next year's playoffs. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who joined our league this year. It was a lot of fun, a lot of good competition, a lot of trades, a lot of moves, so it was an exciting league this year. First, let me give a thanks to the consolation bracket. This is the 8 teams that unfortunately did not make our playoffs this year. DMV Skins, I Just Crushed You, the Boondocks, Black Magic Ninjas, Miss Ride or Die, Token White Guys, Captain Kosher's Dogs, and Tatted Stars. Thank you guys for joining the league and being in it, and hopefully we can get you guys back in next year. But our main focus is going to be on the 8 teams that did make it, the matchups this week. Let's just go down the list here of the order. You Will Be Shanked was our regular season champion. He was ranked number 2, followed by Goodfellas, myself, Fantasy Baller, the Cream Team, KC Bo Knows, Kitty Cats, Bees Manies, and rounding out the bottom 8, So Explosive, Harris's team. So congrats to all those guys that made it, and let's just dive into the matchups. What I did not want to happen, but first round matchup is versus Kitty Cats. That is going to be, for my team, Tom Brady versus the Skins, Rob Gronkowski versus the Skins. I love that Brady-Gronkowski connection. Hopefully they can keep it going. Michael Bush versus Green Bay, and Greg Jennings versus Oakland. So pretty big matchup there. I'm catching Kitty Cats at the right time, I hope. She has no Matt Forte, but she does have Aaron Rodgers, who can put up 40, 50 points at any time, and he's playing against Oakland. They're kind of suspect in their secondary. Steven Jackson versus Seattle, and Miles Austin may or may not play against the Giants. We'll see. I hope not. Our number 4 and number 5 seed, the Cream Team versus KC Bo Knows. First, let me give a shout-out to the Cream Team. Danny and I, we really rode him hard about that trade he pulled off for Cam Newton and gave up AP and Mike Wallace, but it looks like it paid off for him because he made it, and I Just Crushed You did not, who accepted the trade. So it looks like Bobby knew what he was doing there. He's got Cam Newton versus Atlanta, Marshawn Lynch versus St. Louis, MJD versus Tampa Bay, and Aaron Hernandez versus Washington. So some good matchups for him. KC Bo Knows' team is pretty stacked. He's got Eli Manning versus Dallas. He's got LeGarrette Blount, Roddy White, and Wes Welker, as well as that double tight end set that he's been rolling with, Jimmy Graham and Jermaine Gresham. He also picked up the 3rd running back for Green Bay since Starks is going to be out. Not sure if he's going to end up starting him or not, but he does have him in his lineup. So we'll see what happens there. Our 3rd matchup, the number 7 versus the number 2 seed. This is a good one here. Bees Manies versus the Goodfellas, the 2 doctors in our league. I believe Bees Manies took the regular season title between those 2. It's hard to beat a guy twice, but hopefully she can do it because we don't want to see Goodfellas as the champion again, since he is our reigning champion from last year. Bees Manies has 2 options at quarterback. She can go Matt Moore or Mike Vick, because it looks like Vick will play today, and they're playing against each other, so we'll see what happens there. Beanie Wells versus San Francisco. That is a tough matchup for Beanie. San Francisco does not give up a lot of yards on the ground. Sproles, let's hope he can get back to how he's been playing versus Tennessee. And she also rounds out with Laurent Robinson and Victor Cruz, 2 solid receivers there. Goodfellas is like Cowboys East or something. He claims he's a Chicago Bears fan, but he's got Romo, DeMarco Murray, and Des Bryant all in his starting lineup, as well as his rookie A.J. Green, who's been coming through for him. So hopefully the Giants. I'm rooting for the Giants today. I'm a Skins fan, but definitely don't want to see the Cowboys win. Plus, if they lose, there's a good chance that Goodfellas might lose. I know Frank loves all the love I'm shooting his way. Last matchup, last but not least, is our number 1 seed versus number 8. So Harris is looking for the upset special. You Will Be Shanked is rolling with Matt Ryan versus Carolina, Shady McCoy versus Miami, Megatron versus Minnesota, and Gates and Halou. Halou has been hot lately, so we'll see if he can do something for You Will Be Shanked. So Explosives rolling with Matthew Stafford versus Minnesota, Ray Rice versus Indy. That's a huge point production possibility for Ray Rice. And Hakeem Nicks versus Dallas. Dwayne Bowe versus the Jets. Kind of hard to throw on those Jets, but we'll see if Dwayne Bowe can get loose in that secondary. So once again, guys, thank you so much for being a part of the league this year. Good luck to everyone, and we'll see you next week to see what happens after this week's first-round matchups. Later.